Did you turn it on? Did I? And we are live. Good morning and welcome back to the Gym and the Crypto episode 303. Today is Thursday, December 13th, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we're here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
At 10-ish.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back. All right, for the free cryptic coin yesterday, who won?
Oh, yeah. So, unfortunately, for the free crypto coin, we had no winners. No answers to the question. All good. We will have another question today.
Everybody eating off the 30K still, so still good. Good stuff. All right, well, we'll jump straight into it. Before we start, what's going on, Antonio? What's going on, Evan? Good morning, Tony Nolly.
Oh, yeah.
Let a few of you all come on in. See you starting to load in here. But yeah, let's jump into it. One of the top stories today is not that major headline grabber, but one of the top stories today is Pax stablecoin exceeds $5 billion in transactions in the first 3 months. US dollar-backed stablecoin Paxos Standard Pax has exceeded $5 billion worth of transaction values, according to a press release shared with Cointelegraph today. Looks like Pax is an Ethereum blockchain-based stablecoin backed 1-to-1 by the US dollar. Got this regulatory approval from the New York State Department of Financial Services in December. And it looks like they're off to a good start. At least that's what they're saying. Again, this is their press release. We don't know if this is true or not. We haven't checked it out.
Yeah.
So, of course, do your own due diligence. But if this is true, I mean, good job.
Yeah, this is funny. I kind of call it the New York coin because it's the only stable coin, or one of the only stable coins that's backed by insurance. It's FDIC insured. It's in U.S. domiciled banks. So you don't have to worry about your money that much, unless it's some sort of financial crisis. But with stable coins, most of them having an audit with Tether. As you can see, we told you, the reason Tether was getting so much pressure is because coins like this are moving in that are created by people who have NYDFS certified friends. And the fact that they can get $5 billion in volume, it doesn't really speak to how
could have been two transactions,
but that's what I'm saying. It could have been just a bunch of rich people moved their money from one stable coin to another, or from Bitcoin to a stable coin,
or just literally did the transaction for the value.
Exactly.
Just to say, we done this much. It's like, well, that was internal money. Where's the external money?
Yeah, and that's why we called it a ICO for rich people, because literally this report, us telling you that Pax is better to use, will get people to use Pax, which will get them fees on the exchanges that a lot of these people use. So, honestly, they're pretty smart for doing this. People are going to, have to use stable coins on certain exchanges at some point, I think. But Pax is, moving $5 billion so far. We'll see how it does from here on out. It'll probably pass. I think it's already passed Tether, but it'll probably pass everybody else, whoever is second to. But good for Pax.
Well, shout out to you, Pax. And speaking of stable coins, it looks like top stablecoin Basis may be shut down due to regulation. This article is talking about what went wrong. So, what was Basis, and why are regulatory decisions possibly shutting them down?
Oh yeah, well, it looks like they didn't have the right friends. Like I just said,
that's
Pax,
usually what happens.
I called the New York coin. They had the New York people. Basis raised
special investigator. I'm not like the rest.
Yeah,
of them.
exactly. Exactly. 133 million got raised in April.
Wow.
So this was a project that they basically wanted to have the money to back up each coin 1-to-1. Same thing. However, with Circle, Gemini, and Pax being debuted and being backed, by their people, it's pretty hard for any new stable coins to pop up. And you see here, Basis, they actually have to shut down operations and distribute the money back to their investors.
What?
Yeah, Andreessen Horowitz was a part of it. Bain Capital Ventures.
So there was some good people actually behind it.
Yeah, it was. But like we said before, if you want to have basically a digital dollar, you're going to have to go through New York. And if you don't have the right people, if you're not a Winklevoss twin, if you're not Goldman Sachs, good luck, buddy.
And what's crazy is, like you said, Andreessen Horowitz was attached to it. I mean, this goes to show, as we said, it doesn't matter how much experience you think you have in other markets, how much money you have. At times, this is still, a very new market, new industry, and everything's going to equate itself out. So you see big companies and big names like that losing out on projects too. So whenever you feel like you missed out on investment, you lost some money. I mean, remember, the billionaires are losing too. Everybody's not just taking wins right now. So very interesting market, which is why, it's the ultimate, equator for everybody.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. Opera releases Web3 ready Android browser with Ethereum and dApp support.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
Looks like Opera has launched its Web3 ready browser for Android with crypto wallet integration, support for Ethereum, and interactions with decentralized applications. The launch was announced at the Hard Fork Decentralized event in London, December 13th, according to a press release shared with Cointelegraph. It looks like Charles Hamel, the product manager of Opera Crypto, has outlined that the new product aims to remove the friction involved in using cryptocurrencies online and accessing Web3 via special apps or extensions in a bid to make the emerging technologies more mainstream. Web 3.0, for those in the tech field, know that's like the new thing on the horizon as far as connecting people. You know, we're at 2.0 right now with social media. 3.0 is that next level. What's going on here? I think this is a pretty cool thing. Again, I don't know how much you can trust on these phone cold wallets and crypto wallets off the bat, of course, but definitely a great move forward in terms of innovation.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be the first one to get it. I'll let the first and maybe the second edition come out first.
Yeah, let me get a year or two.
Yeah, let me see how it works out. But you know, I just saw a video where somebody found a way to hack.
There it is.
Android, where they could send PayPal payments instantly. Every time you logged in, $1,000 got sent from their PayPal to somebody. So it was it's one of those things where when you see it, your trust in Android is kind of shaking some more, because I've seen it, you know, with other stuff. But if they're gonna use Android and you know, this phone is going to actually have cold storage. Hopefully the security is on point. But like I said, first one through the door gets shot. I will not be one of the first people getting it, but definitely look at it later. I want to see, you know, people test it out first. So if anybody from Opera is watching, send us some free phones to test out, and then maybe we can see exactly what's going on with it. So
nice. There we go. Yeah, so that would be pretty good. Again, if you do have an Android, you want to try this out, go ahead and download Opera. Let us know how it is. I mean, again, it's pretty interesting, but you know, you got to make sure security is all the way, you know, it has to be like legit if you're going to launch something like this. So shout out to Opera. Hopefully it works. We can't wait to see the final product. All right. Venezuela back with the petrodollar. Yeah. Church's Chicken accepts crypto payments after KFC denies rumors.
Yeah.
There we go.
Shout out to that headline. That's a hell of a headline.
It is. Listen.
I thought I'd never see this day ever in my
Chicken
life.
Wars. Yeah. It's like, look, this is what we talk about when it comes to crypto. People are, well, can you use it for rent, groceries, or daily things? Well, as we said yesterday, do you ask these places, can you use them there? Do you try to get them POS systems and teach them how to set it up? Because people will accept value. We're seeing that here again. Yeah. KFC was like, hey, we're not accepting Dash. Yeah. Church Chicken raised their hand and said, we shall.
Man, how bad is your country's dollar when you got to start accepting Dash in a bear market? Good gracious, that's terrible. But the thing about crypto is you can always have that value sent. No matter at what point, if you have Dash, it can equate to whatever you need to buy. And with, you know, chicken places, I think we saw a McDonald's in Russia started to accept it. And I think Thailand had a partnership with Omis Go, same thing. So we're starting to see these payments pop up, but this didn't happen without somebody asking them, do you accept crypto? So that's why we encourage people out there, everywhere you go, definitely ask, do they accept crypto? Because you never know. When countries like this, maybe not in America, for those who are American, maybe in European countries as well, you know, in African countries, Australia, if you have that type of influence, hey, you never know what can happen, because we're starting to see it in other countries. The U.S. is still kind of slow simply because they don't really need it, but if something happens, like we always said, crypto's always there. So good to see from Dash.
Torrance J play is pretty funny. We were talking about this before the show. I was asking Bitcoin Zay, does he eat churches? And, you know, we both don't eat churches. But he was like, I heard them biscuits good or whatever. And then Torrance J played those shit on his biscuits are fire.
The biscuits are fire, man. Hey, man, churches, their chicken is a little suspect, but them biscuits are fire.
There you go. Shannon Allen, chicken will change the world. There we go. Wow, I didn't know this. Church's Chicken is the 4th largest chicken fast food chain in the world. 1,700 restaurants. Did not know that.
Hey, man, shout out to the churches over by John C. Smith.
There it is.
Oh, yeah. New employees every time you go in there.
KFC, we're not taking. I mean, you never want to hear a merchant say we're not accepting something, because your first question is like, well, just why not? Like, what? I don't care if somebody have marbles. If it's a marble market where you can get those things off in the next 24, 48 hours, hey, I'm taking whatever you have. You know, I take duck feathers. I hear hotels buy them for their pillows. You know what I mean? Like, make it work.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, there we go. Former Arise Bank execs settled charges in SEC ICO fraud lawsuit.
Word.
Wow. The U.S. SEC has settled charges with 2 former executives of Arise Bank, which was hit with a token sale fraud lawsuit in early 2018. Looks like former Arise Bank CEO Jared Rice Sr. and former COO Stanley Ford will pay a combined $2.7 million in disgorgement and penalties, as well as $187,767 each in penalties. As we've said in many of these type of cases before, neither one of these people have admitted or denied the charges. Because there's nothing to admit or deny to you being extorted. No, I was kidding. But also have agreed to lifetime bans from serving as officers or directors of public companies and from participating in digital security offerings. I mean, that's,
what?
Again,
good luck.
You got to tell me what's going on in the story, because just on the front, it just looks like a money grab again.
Yeah, it's just a money grab. Well, basically, they said we are going to be a crypto bank, which defeats the purpose of cryptocurrency. They had an ICO. They raised a lot of money. And this money that they received, the guy used it to, I think, spend over $19 million on houses, cars, boats, whatever. And the guy who got caught, they're not even doing jail time. They just got to pay $2.7 million back. And they have a lifetime ban, even though if there's an ICO or there's some sort of rate, you can just ask somebody else, hey, I'll give you $100,000 and put $100,000 worth of crypto in there. They can't stop it, people. So even though they say this and this comes out from the SEC, I know they're still kind of scared, because they're like, look, if we got to deal with people like this, they're going to have to deal with ICO people for I don't know how many years from here on out, because they're going to keep coming out.
You can get money from the entire world.
Yeah, forever. So
find them and go sit in that corner. It's like, okay.
They don't have enough time to go through the whole prosecution process, and then we're going to pursue you. We're going to go to court. We're going to just settle out of court, pay the $3 million, and then go on about your day, man. That's pretty much what they're doing with all these companies. So it's looking like ICOs, they may not have won, but they're definitely not going to jail, in packs like everybody else was saying. Some people were saying they're going to arrest every ICO. No, they're not. They don't have that manpower.
If you have $3 million to call up to the government, they're not putting you in jail. Yeah. They're going to be like, look, give us this money. Now, you're not allowed to do this any longer. Really, they're saying you're not allowed to get caught again.
Yeah, exactly.
Or we might have to actually send you to jail, unless next time you do it, you bring us more than $3 million.
Yeah, if you bring 30 next time.
There we go. I was about to say, if they do this again, they bring in 10, 15, 20, 30 mil back. They're be like, hey, we thought we told you all can't operate. All right, now take this 6 months probation. Take this $20 million fine.
Yeah.
And then seriously this time, you can't do this again unless you bring back double next time as well. So it's pretty interesting seeing this, but at least they're not criminalizing them. But just in general, this is extortion, people. Whenever you're getting $3 million from a penalty from a company, but people aren't admitting or denying charges, and all you're getting is a ban, and you can't participate on the executive board. Come on,
money time.
Who's seen Casino? I don't need to be on the executive board. I'll have my own TV show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be the food and beverage director.
Kevin Hodges even said they already got their pension, so $2.7 million. Just the cost of doing business.
There it is.
That's what we always say, man.
John Sieber, hilarious. Isn't that Los Pollos Hermanos type of business? It probably is.
Oh yeah.
We got some. What was that show? Breaking Bad in here.
Pollo Loco. Yeah, you got some Pollo Locos in there.
Have we heard about dignity? Another sign of capitulation.
Oh yeah. When you start accepting it anywhere, dignity gets thrown out the window. People just want money.
Right. All right. Last but not least, number of crypto users nearly doubled in 2018, study says. Now, I won't act like I don't think that the majority of them probably came in January.
Pump them numbers.
But this is an important story, because it kind of goes, especially right now. You see the market's dead, the news cycle's slow. Nobody's watching videos, listening. I mean, everybody's views are down across the board. But the one thing we keep saying is when the next boom happens, it's going to be bigger. And the reason why we believe it, it's not only because all the new applications are out there, the Abras, the Square Cash apps, all the apps are out there, but also the fact that people know about it now. In 2017, a lot of people still didn't know about crypto, and we had that boom. So 2018, we got a lot more viewers, users, and all that. And hopefully in 2019, when we see this bull market or the market recover, those people will want to become active in the market as well.
Oh yeah, the number of users is definitely in the bull market right now. And one of the best parts about increasing users is they have only the users that are ID verified. So it's not like
you're not even counting everybody.
They're not even counting everybody.
And real users are not ID verified.
Yeah, not ID verified, and they're in other countries. You can't count in other countries how many people are using. They basically can go off local Bitcoin's volume, but even then, how many people use that? So it's a good amount of people using it. It's 140 million, which is pretty good at this point. However, according to the world, how many people are in the world? I mean, 7 billion, 8 billion. That's nothing. And also, active users, because there's people that signed up on Coinbase that bought $50 worth of Bitcoin, a year
haven't
ago,
looked.
sold it and haven't looked at it since. So those type of users, I'm thinking, are in the 70-80% range. Like that's most of the people in the space. So even though we do have a lot of users, don't get too excited. Once we have 140 active users, that's when you'll start seeing these changes, because that'll be a huge bump up from now.
And it looks like it climbed from 18 million to 35 million users about this year so far. Again, this is still good news. At least people are learning about it. This year is definitely a year of education, whether you wanted it to be or not, for a lot of people. So very interesting take. I like to see that.
John Seabird, you talking about Dig?
Yeah, he's talking about.
I thought you were talking about Dignity in general. Oh, okay. You should have put the cash sign with it.
Yeah, you got to put the ticker symbol.
Yeah, put the ticker symbol, because I was just looking at Dignity. But yeah, Dig. Yeah, we looked at it, but yeah, it's definitely one of those projects where capitulation happens when everybody starts getting mad. People start throwing stuff at each other. That's what happens. So hopefully they'll get that worked out.
Yeah, hopefully they get back. We know it was a very big drop in a quick amount of time for that, or short amount of time. So see what happens. Greenja, hold on. Good to see you guys, Angin. Good to see you as well, Greenja.
Good to see you too, brother.
All right. Other than that, what are we doing for the free cryptic coin?
Oh yeah. So for the free cryptic coin, we talked about Opera integrating Ethereum. Samsung is getting crypto cold storage. Would you keep your crypto solely on your phone if they said that it was secure enough? Let us know what you think. Would you keep it in cold storage? Because you got to remember, if something happens to it, that's it. So, but some people would rather have that. They can take that phone, put it in a safe. Let us know what you think. Put your cryptic coin address, and we'll send those free coins to you.
As always, thank you for watching. Make sure you smash that like and share, people. And we will see you all tomorrow. Have a happy Thursday.
Have a good one.
Cheers.